Hello my dear students, in this video I'm going to show you how we can create a table in MySQL using constraints. So let's start creating a table. At first I'm going to create a table named course. So it goes like create table course. After that I'll put a field as course ID. And make it a varchar data type, which is going to be the primary key for this particular table. After that, I will add another field named course name. This is another varchar data type. That's it. So I'm just going to add two fields to this table and then I will terminate this using a semicolon. So query OK, which means this table is created. Let's check it out. See, now we have two tables in the database named course and student details, which I previously created. Okay, so now further I'm going to create another table named teacher that will be containing, let me just make it a capital T. So create table teacher starting with a parenthesis. Yes, and now I'm going to add many constraints to this table one by one. So the first field is going to be TID, which is teacher ID. This is a varchar data type. And now I will just mention this as primary space key, put a comma, press enter. Next I'm going to type name. Again a varchar data type. This one I'm going to make it as a not null data type. So you just need to write not space null after writing the field name and the data type. That's it. Put a comma, press enter. Now next I'm going to create another field which is email. Again a varchar data type. This one I'm going to make it a unique constraint, okay, which means that this field will accept only unique values, right? Next one is designation, and designation is a default constraint where the default value for this is going to be faculty. After that I'll put salary. Salary is going to be a decimal data type which will be placed on the constraint check that says that salary should be greater than or equal to 25,000. Okay, put a comma, press enter, and now the final one is course ID, which is a varchar data type. I'll put a comma and now I'm going to write foreign key course ID references course ID. That's it. I'll put a comma. I'll end this and now I'll end it with a semicolon. See, it says query OK, 0 rows affected. So if you will now check the description for this table, let's write DESC followed by the name of the table. Then see, you can notice that the table structure contains a lot of details, like let's start with understanding the first field that we created, which is TID varchar primary key. Now check the table schema where null says no because primary key never allows null values. That means when the data will be entered in the table, one must add some or the other value to this particular field. It cannot be entered as a null value. Okay, Next, in the key column, it says PRI, which states that this is the primary key. And there is no default value assigned for this, so it says null. Next, come for name, so which is a varchar value, and null, it says no, because here I have mentioned this particular field to be a not null field, hence null values are not accepted for this. No key and no default value set for this. Next, let's check with email. So email is again a varchar value. Null says yes, because this is neither your primary key, and we have not also assigned this as a not null value, hence it says null values accepted. But under the key category, it says UNI, because this one is a unique constraint, and unique constraint means that only unique values can be entered here. It is quite similar to the concept of primary key, because in primary key also we can enter only unique values, so no two primary key values can be same. Similarly, two teachers cannot enter the same email. No default value set for this. Now let's check the next one, which is designation. So designation is again another varchar value, and null says yes, because no such constraint is assigned to this, no keys are assigned. And check here under the default column, it says faculty, because here while creating the table I have said that default faculty means when we don't know the designation of any teacher, and while inserting values in the table we can enter this default value for this if it is unknown to us. So that's it. After that, check the salary decimal 7,2, this one. So salary is a decimal data type, null values are accepted, no keys are assigned, no default values are there. But see, here we have one constraint which is actually not shown over here. The check constraint is not shown. So it's like salary should be greater than or equal to 25,000. That is, when the value will be inserted in the table, when the data will be inserted in the table, then it should be any value which is higher than 25,000 or equal to 25,000. So that's it. Finally, see here I have added another column named course ID, which I created in the beginning. Let me just scroll up. So I created a table named course, which contains a field course ID, which is a primary key for this table, right? So this particular column I'm using inside the teacher table, because all the teachers will be assigned to some course, hence we need to link these tables. So in order to link them, we have created a foreign key relation over here, which is foreign key. Then you need to write the field which you are assigning. So here I'm mentioning that the foreign key for this table is course ID, this one, which I have written over here. Then we are putting the reference that it references course, means then it can understand that okay, this is this particular table, they are referring to this table, and then we say course ID, which means now they will understand that course table and course ID, so this is the field they are referring to. Hence these course ID and this course ID, now they are connected to each other, hence both of these tables are linked to each other. That's it. So if you have any confusion or any question related to this topic, then please ask me in the comment section below, and watch the next video to learn about the other SQL commands.